A look at the Spring Mountains surrounding beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. Hello and welcome to the NBA Cup Championship. I'm Kevin Harlan, and joining me, Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce. I'll tell you guys, well, thinking back to last year, the 2024 NBA Cup Championship, the Bucks defeating the Thunder 97-81. With Giannis Antetokounmpo being named the MVP of the tournament.
Yeah, Giannis with a triple-double in that final in Vegas, but it was defense that won it for Milwaukee, holding the eventual NBA champion Thunder to just 33% from the field. OKC had just 31 points in the second half.
So the Nets starting five. They've got MP, also Thomas out there, Nicholas Claxton out there with Terrence Mann. And it's Clowney in at the power forward. Claxton the pass to Mann. And MP throws it down.
When MP is young enough, you know he's always going to finish that playoff with a dunk.
And a wide open look for SGA. Sinks the three-pointer.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Clowney. Back to MP. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Boss has got 6.
Well, high percentage looks are always a good idea. MP could build a career on shots like that if he wanted to.
The open shot by SGA. Brooklyn with the rebound. And you want to talk about winning recipes? These guys have it. 21 wins in a row. That's right, 21.
Well, of all the ways to establish yourself as a powerhouse, this may be the best way to do it, by going on a phenomenal streak and looking practically unbeatable. One thing you can tell right now, they are playing with swagger, a sort of poise that they're backing up with execution. Not easy to do.
From deep, SGA. Another miss by SGA. And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
To the middle, he's looking for Hartenstein and finds him. Good on the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
MP with a screen on Holmgren. And Clowney can't get it to go. An even 3-on-3 break. And there's the call on Boss. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. The three.
He hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient.
Inside, here's Boss. And the dunk by MP.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And that one is good.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
Outside Thomas. Pass to Mann. They set the pick. Offline with his three.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down. Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Wow, unconscious. has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Thunder trailing by 3. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Back to SGA. Over to the wing. For 3, Holmgren. Rebound, Brooklyn. And going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year. Thomas passes to Boss. And he banks in the lane. 14 points for MP.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Holmgren outside. Top of the key, Hartenstein. Lock at 6. Williams outside. It's hauled in by Thomas.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, after winning the title, OKC secured their future. Significant extensions this summer for Chet Holmgren, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and both of their Jalen Williamses. The Thunder are building something for the long haul, guys.
A young, exciting team. Okay, thank you, Shams. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And Oklahoma City going with the whole new group out there.
Substitution on the floor.
So for Brooklyn now, they've got Thomas. Wilson out there with Zaire Williams. Then there's Boss. And it's Clowney in at center. MP finds Thomas. A second chance effort. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Thomas got his second basket of the night.
Thomas flashing his handles. He can get creative with the ball.
Wallace with the ball. Nothing on the board. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot, guys. The Thunder are trying to be efficient scoring. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, ultimately, it just comes down to taking what the defense gives you and trusting your teammates. You need them to win at a high level. That's clear as day, and I want to win at a high level, so I have no option. Back to you, Kevin.
Sharing the ball. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. Williams scanning the floor. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Here's Thomas, and it falls over the rim and in. Thomas got 4 points in the quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Nets leading by 3. MP with it. Now defended by Wiggins. Here's Clowney. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Already showing some solid skills as a passer. That'll really serve MP well in the long run of his career.
Down low. Here's Wiggins. Here's Joe. Drains it from beyond the arc. Joe's got 6 points.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Well, tonight has been the MP show. And, guys, they have to keep it simple. Just keep feeding MP the ball and keep seeing him add to that point total.
Here's Williams. Caruso finds Wallace. No good on the triple. Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Nets passing it around. Pass to Thomas, to the paint. Here's Boss. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Wallace has got his 4th rebound in this one. Picked away. And now here comes Wilson leading the break. Williams with a clean look. Nailed from three-point land. Williams has got the lead up to 7 now for Brooklyn.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Group in here for the Thunder. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Aaron Wiggins. Chet Holmgren comes in for Williams. Dort, he's checked in for Isaiah Joe. And Shea Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Cason Wallace. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. Mann comes in for Zaire Williams.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Pass to Clowney. Here's Claxton to the inside. Here's Boss. And MP throws it down.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And you have to enjoy this atmosphere, right? The fans are really taking to the NBA Cup.
And that might be because the teams are taking it seriously. Unlike, say, the All-Star game, these guys are focused and fighting for every possession. And that's what makes it so entertaining.
Well, when you watch MP, you can see the burst he has on the floor. Very explosive young player.
SGA against MP. SGA with the bucket.
If you're waiting for him to miss and he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Nets leading by 7. Here's Clowney. Back to man. Driving the lane. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Thomas got his 3rd assist on the night.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
SGA kicks to Holmgren. Misses the 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Boss, and he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in. MP's got 8 points in the quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. MP's there.
And they're leaning on the mid-range right now. That's 6 of their last 10 from that area.
SGA against MP. Pass to Thomas. To the paint. Here's Boss. And the dunk by MP.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
And how high can you fly? I mean, he finishes that one with some pop.
GA after getting loose in the lane with a scintillating move. Pass to Claxton. Now, man. Thomas. SGA defending. Oh, MP makes it look easy.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight, man.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Hey everybody, it's halftime. Boy, it's been a rough go so far for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yeah, we've been building up to this game. Some people say, it doesn't matter. It's just a regular season. But it can be.
Changing things up just a bit, let's catch a glimpse of the Western Conference standings at the moment.
And taking a look at Oklahoma City, they've underperformed thus far. But they're still tremendous. Now comes the...
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
You can feel the excitement. It's Las Vegas through and through. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We got the second half of the Cup Championship on 2K Sports. Boss has been sensational.
And we saw just how important he is for this team in the first half. He was getting everyone involved.
Well, when you have a guy that spreads it around like that, it confuses the defense. Who do you guard?
Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Here's Boss and the dunk by MP.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks. Well, Boss in their last matchup against the Cavaliers just played phenomenal. He added 43 points. Add in his passing and his defense, he had a major influence on the game. He was locked in all night long. We'll see if that focus carries over into this game. Guys?
Great stuff as always, Allie. Thank you. Greg, it was obvious. He was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Right side, Dort. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Claxton finds Thomas. Here's MP. Right through contact, MP.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Pass to Dort. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Outside, SGA. Back to Holmgren. There's the triple. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Dort.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Claxton against Hartenstein. The shot's good from Claxton.
Well, they came out of the locker room with a purpose. 4 for 4 already in the half.
Pass to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Screen by Hartenstein. From the arc. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Back to MP. Now, man. Bounce pass, Thomas. MP with a screen on Dort. From 20 feet out. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Here's SGA. Again, Oklahoma City.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
Boss passes to Thomas. Shoots over Dort, and again it's Brooklyn converting.
Dare I say, he's had a perfect game. Incredible. No misses thus far. A major reason they lead.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And after the intensity of these last few NBA Cup games, do you all think it'll be hard for these teams to settle back into the regular season?
They'll have to adjust their mindsets for sure. Back to thinking about the long haul, not the do-or-die scenario of the NBA Cup.
Well, Stan, one expression you hear, foul baiting. Players using sneaky tricks to draw a foul.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I'm not a huge fan of that, of guys developing that as a skill. But I will say this. It only works against undisciplined defense. If defense has the discipline to stay solid and fundamental, then you're not going to get baited into those things, and a lot of times those foul baiters end up taking bad shots.
Pass to Claxton. Williams against Thomas. Over Williams. Here's Clowney. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Trailing by 17.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Claxton. And now the 2K leaderboard. If you want to talk defense and talk block shots, just have a look at these teams, what they've done the last month. Number 1, the Thunder.
They have been racking up the blocks lately. I mean, if they keep this up, they're going to be a very difficult matchup for anybody.
Alex Caruso, who's checked in for Oklahoma City. Wallace comes in for Dort. And then for Brooklyn, Wilson, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's Johnson in for Cameron Thomas.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's SGA. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
1:14 left in the third. Johnson kicks to MP. Here's Clowney. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Clowney's got his 3rd basket of the night. Here's SGA. Doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Back to MP. And the dunk by MP.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Brooklyn leading by 19. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And the dunk by MP.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution. Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
The drive by MP, and he comes up with the deuce. MP's got 40 points.
Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
The kick out to Williams from past the arc. Oh, my goodness, with no time left on the clock.
Without a moment to spare, he guts this one out.
What poise, what focus. That's an impressive shot.
And so it's MP making things happen for Brooklyn. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Only 1 quarter left. Some changes. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Aaron Wiggins. Chet Holmgren comes in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in for Cason Wallace. Setting the floor for the Nets. we've got Nicholas Claxton. Thomas is out there with Boss. Then it's Terrence Mann. And it's Clowney in at the 4.
Well, and after making just one triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half.
Back to Claxton. Thomas surveying the D. Boss, no good. Thunder trailing by 18. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with a screen on Thomas. And the dunk by Holmgren.
I mean, sneaky, but when he moves around the floor, Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls to the hoop.
Now, Thomas. Now, Claxton. Strong move off the glass.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Jordan against Thomas. SGA. Williams outside. No good from 3. Nets leading by 18. MP uses the glass to finish the lane. Boss has got 42 in the game.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Williams passes to Dort. Oklahoma City moving it around. Holmgren can't hit.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
MP on a mission there to get to the bucket.
And SGA has got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Into the lane. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Here's MP. And that one drops. MP's got 46 points.
Vintage finger roll. Gotta love
it. Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Here's the 3. Rebounded by the Nets. 22 is their biggest lead. Inside, here's Boss. And the dunk by MP.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
Down low. And yet, another basket.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. For 3, Holmgren. It's hauled in by Thomas. Well, this one is winding down now. Brooklyn can watch the clock run out. Pass to Clowney. Now, Mann. MP left side. And again.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. And they've done it. What a moment for this team to lift that NBA Cup over their heads. Pure glory.
It was a memorable journey to get to this point, a battle every step of the way. And you have to think this is a huge confidence boost for them moving forward. It proves they're ahead of the curve in terms of getting into postseason shape.
Now, let's go to our sideline reporter, Dominic Hamill.
wrong. You're really wrong.
Up next, the Heat taking on the Nets. For the Miami Heat, they're halfway. When your team is looking at a back-to-back, how do you approach the first game of the two, Tim?
Well, I think you may go to your bench a little bit more early. Lengthen your rotation, especially if the game isn't all that close. You're not going to see any starters play heavy minutes in that situation.
Are you thinking as a coach we have a better chance against this team than that team? Does it ever enter that kind of conversation?
It definitely does, but it could also be a dangerous approach if you think there's a particular matchup that doesn't favor you in some way.
So here's Miami's starting group. We've got Tyler Hero. Also Mitchell out there. Powell is out there with Khalil Ware. And it's Jovic in at the power forward position.
That is a strong finish by MP, showing he can handle the physicality of the NBA.
Powell outside. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Take a look at New York. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And I think the Nets, they fought their way into that spot, and you have to give them credit for how they played. But now we'll have to see if they can stay there.
Kicks it out to Wilson. Back to MP. Got it. Good job in the low post.
A great sign for MP in his career, the ability to convert in traffic.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, thanks. The Heat knew they needed to add more shot creation, and this summer, they went out and got just that, acquiring Norman Powell, coming off an all-star caliber season with the Clippers, doing so without giving up much draft capital in return, or even a starter. That has to be considered a home run for the Heat.
A terrific addition. Shams Charania with the report. Hey, Shams, thanks.
Talk about a fast start. 4 for 4 right out of the gate.
Powell outside. Back to Hero. Pass to Jovic. 5 to shoot. And they get it. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2.
That's the third straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
Well, they missed one after 4 straight makes. Still a good start to the game.
Hero attacking.
Well, he processed that really quickly. No hesitation at all from Hero.
Here's MP. And the dunk by MP.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Okay, I see you. That's your point guard getting up. That's a tough start for them offensively. Now just 1 for 5 from the field. They've got to find their groove.
Pass to man. MP with a screen on Mitchell. The Nets working the ball around now. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Wilson. Boss passes to man. Back to MP. And MP throws it down.
Wow, MP just explodes off the floor. What an athlete.
Mitchell outside. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Shots good by Hero.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
MP right side. Here's Clowney. He's defended by Ware.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Nets.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
First one falls for him. So he gets them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
To the middle, here's Hero. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, I love that right there. Tyler Hero giving you a little attitude.
MP, no good.
He was bothered just enough to miss that shot. That's good work by the defense.
Last year marked the first All-Star appearance for Tyler Hero. Tim, he clearly is the pride in Milwaukee, one of the great high school players from that area.
Well, Kevin, he has finally put it all together and taken his game to the next level. Not just scoring, but also creating.
Hero, no good. And the Nets with possession. They're on a 17-6 run. Boss, a chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Knocked loose and stolen by MP. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You just love the pressure MP puts on defenses. He is poised beyond his years.
The Nets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Zaire Williams, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Fontecchio to the left side wing. Just 5 to shoot. Rozier for 3. Rebound by Williams. Nets leading by 11. Here's Boss. 1:36 left here in the first quarter. Inside. Shot's good by Wilson. Wilson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Fontecchio. Again, the miss by the Heat. For Brooklyn, they've gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. The kick out to Williams. Outside Wilson. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Wilson's got 6.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Wiggins. Good D by Williams. To the inside. Here's Wilson. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. He's got 8.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Norman Powell checked in for the Heat. So Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. MP out there with Johnson. Then it's Terrence Mann. Then it's Zaire Williams. And it's Wolf in at the 5. So that's the Nets 5. The shot by Powell, no good. Nets leading by 17. Williams kicks to Johnson. Pass to Wolf. Off target from three-point range. Miami's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Now Wiggins. Shot clock at 6. Here's Larson. Powell for 3. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Thunder really lit up the floor. He contributed 52 points, and a total like that was good enough to mark his high for the season. It was a performance that will stick with the fans for a long time. Let's see what he has in store for us in this one.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
Well, I expect they'll go to him early here, hoping for a repeat performance.
Powell finds Rozier. Miami no good on that time either. Rozier with the steal. Down low, here's Wiggins, and it's Wiggins with the jam.
Well, his team loves to see that. Wiggins attacking with force.
Here's Boss, and the shot goes in. Boss has got 14 points for the game.
Well, certainly been a good night for him, and it is showing on the scoreboard.
Rozier, the pass to Wiggins. Heat moving the ball around. Lets it go. Rebound, Brooklyn. And this group is about as formidable as they come. 22 wins in a row. It's just remarkable.
Few teams in the history of this league have ever put together a streak like this. And you know what I think? It's going to continue beyond tonight.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Changes for Brooklyn. Clowney's checked in, and it's Wilson in for Williams. And a new group getting ready for Miami. You see a lot of pick and rolls, but you also, Greg, hear about inverted screen. Can you explain to the viewers what that means?
Yeah, that's where your guard actually is the one setting the pick for the bigger player. And having little guys who are willing to put their body on the line, you think of a Steph Curry, a John Stockton, two of the best to ever do it.
To the paint. Here's MP. Kicks it out to Johnson. Johnson off the pick from Boss. And the shot is good from Johnson. Johnson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
Clowney, good.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
There's the pick. Hero from long range. Clowney pulls it in. Clowney's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
MP kicks to Wilson. Back to MP. Rebound by Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Miami. And this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year.
And even though they were the better team overall, they actually lost the season series against this club a year ago.
There's Hero with the 3. Trains the three-pointer. Hero's got 9.
Well, that is practically automatic for a guy like Hero. If he sees an opening from the 3, he will not hesitate.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Hero against Johnson from 12 feet out. Brooklyn with the rebound. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
There is nothing better than a big win on the road for team chemistry. It is something you can build on.
And it's Ware in the corner. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got his 3rd assist on the night. MP inside. Covered by Mitchell. To the inside. And the dunk by MP.
Now, this is what we want from MP. Night after night, an energetic performance on the offensive end.
Hero from long range. And no good that time. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. Their defense has been active and effective. right back after this break.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well for the Brooklyn Nets.
When you have this many boards, you have many more opportunities to score, and they're taking advantage.
Yep, turning lemons into lemonade.
I'm thirsty.
And right now, let's see who's jostling for Rookie of the Year.
My main man, MP, making a statement, putting the league on notice. He's a problem.
Yeah, as good as he is. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Boss has been sensational.
Now, the passing he brings to the table on full display through the first two quarters.
Well, he is playing to his strengths right now, just spreading the basketball around to his teammates and making everybody better.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. They've got Mitchell. He's out there with Tyler Hero. Khalil Ware is out there with Powell. And it's Jovic in at the 4 slot. Powell, no one around him. No good with the triple.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And it's Miami's ball. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Bam Adebayo is now the Heat's all-time leader in double-doubles. Bam said, I want to be #1 in some, if not all of these categories. I just have to keep improving and keep chipping away. And then it's just focusing on getting these wins. Back to you guys.
Good priorities. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Ware passes to Jovic. Yes, that goes in. Jovic has got his first basket.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
Hero scanning the floor. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and the layup is good. Hero's got 11.
Oh, and the touch on the interior. Hero can hit jumpers as well as capitalize in close.
Screen by MP. Wilson the pass to Boss. And MP throws it down.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Mitchell outside. The shot from the low post is good.
Oh, great job moving the rock by Hero. Not a ball stopper. Tyler is a team player.
Boss passes to Man. Drops in the layup for 2. He's got 5.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Pass to Jovic. Back to Hero. The 3. And with the rebound. The Nets have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Here's MP, and MP throws it down.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Their offense is cooking right now, and that's because the execution has been there.
Hero, no good.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Outside Wilson. Man with it. He's got 5. And MP throws it down.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
Man, Hero is sinister off the dribble.
Down low. Here's MP. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 6 assists in the game.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Here's Hero. 2 points. That one goes. Hero's got 15 points. Oh, boy, looks like he was injured there.
And, boy, when you see someone hurting like this, it's always scary.
And he's going to have to get checked out with that great medical staff that all teams in this league have.
Wiggins is checked in for Khalil Ware. Back to MP. Pass to Wolf. Williams for 3. And it's Fontecchio with the rebound. Miami's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. 11 feet away. And Tyler Hero again. 17 points in the game.
Well, he typically gets about 20 a night. So this is a big-time performance by Tyler Hero.
Back to MP. And MP throws it down.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
And that one's good. Fontecchio.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
Powell for 3. It's good from long range.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Pass to Demon. Here's Whitehead. Screen by MP. Whitehead. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
The rotations right now are just not good enough. That's going to be a problem defensively all night.
The Nets making a switch here. Powell's checked in. And then for just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. We've got Whitehead. Demon's out there with MP. Then it's Zaire Williams. And it's Wolf in at the center. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
And that's his second three-pointer tonight.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Wolf passes to MP. Here's Demon. Shot clock at 5. The three-pointer off the mark. The Heat have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Boss. Whitehead passes to Boss. And he converts the layup. MP's got 40 points.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Well, the volume has been there, but so has the efficiency, which is why they're in control of this game.
Hero on the wing, covered by MP.
Now, that was a breakdown defensively, but he couldn't take advantage.
He takes it in. Good on the shot. MP's got 42 in the game.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Fontecchio sets a screen. Hero passes to Fontecchio. As we canvass the league and look at the landscape, some tremendous young talent on the wing, Tim. Who might be the best wing player 5 years down the road, say?
Well, I'm looking at Anthony Edwards right now because of the skill, the athletic ability, and then the competitive desire. I think he wants to be great. You'd also look at guys like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, certainly. And then you've got a guy like Cade Cunningham in Detroit, who hasn't even started to scratch the surface.
Boy, you've made a great list of guys right there, for sure.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Outside, Hero. Takes a 3. Connects from three-point range. Heroes got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
Well, they are hunting deep shots, but they'll take the layup if you give them one.
Releases from 15, and it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
Well, that is the definition of an unforced error. Very unfortunate, and the coach is going to have something to say about that.
The Nets making a switch here. Powell's checked in, and count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And how about this youngster, MP, the concentration to get that bucket even through the contact.
And GA, just when you think you've seen it all, last season a father and son playing as teammates, NBA history continues to be made with the Jameses.
Yeah, LeBron and Bronny James taking the court together. And if other players can emulate the longevity of LeBron, perhaps it'll be the last time we see it happen.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Brooklyn.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Boss.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
On the wing, Williams. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Back to Mitchell. Powell outside. A three-pointer. Wiggins. Brooklyn with the rebound. Here's Boss. Norman Powell with the rebound. Outside, Hero. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Now let's send it over to Dominic Hamill.
Earlier today, your coach said that champions play like champions before becoming champions. No rings for tonight's win, obviously, but was your effort tonight, particularly on the glass, inspired by his words?
Oh yeah, coach is always right. Championships are built day by day, practice by practice. We want to approach every game with that energy, and when we do...
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dominic, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.